I'm Dan the Man, and this is the Betting Edge, powered by InSpin.com for Week 11 in the NFL. I give you the info to bury your bookmaker. Believe in it. Time now for my NFL 3 for free. I'm feeling it this week. 3-0. It is coming, baby. You can see it. The future is here, and I'm feeling an undefeated weekend. It's my time to shine. Time to separate the contenders from the pretenders. And you know, last week was all about the dog monsters. This week, all about the chalk. And I'm talking about tasty chalk. A lot matched with the public. It's going to get ugly this weekend for the bookmakers. Let's get right to it. Believe in it. Ravens, Panthers. All right, the play here, Ravens minus the 11, 93%. Let me say that again. 93% of the betting public already on this game. It opened at -8. I gave this game out to my 4 and 5 star subscribing wizards at -9, minus $1.10. But there is still some value at -11. Check this out. The Panthers have absolutely no rushing offense. We're talking pathetic. And of course, D'Angelo Williams out for the season. Panthers also starting a quarterback who has been with the team for 1 week. That's absurd. You want to know how hard it is to pick up an offense in 1 week? Just take a look at how Tyler Pigpen Thigpen fared against the Dolphins on Thursday night. And look no further than that. Brian Georges St. Pierre, an 8-year veteran who has thrown 5 passes. Not 5 passes last week. Not 5 passes last year. Not even 5 passes over the last 4 years. 5 passes in 8 seasons against the Ravens D. That is out of control, and it's not going to be a lot of fun for Brian Georges St. Pierre. But don't worry, because after they hospitalize him, Tony Pike will get to play, the former Cincinnati monster. Unbelievable that that's what's happening in today's NFL. We're getting the 3rd, 4th, and 5th stringers sometimes with the way that these defenses are going nuts. That's the way the Ravens have played for the last decade or so. Panthers defense is extremely worn out. You know, this time of year, that is a very important thing to look at with teams fighting injuries, people having to fill in positions they're not used to. They did rank well early in the year, but their time of possession has been extremely disappointing, and a lot of the defensive players on this team are at the breaking point. They have slipped to 14th overall in the NFL as far as their overall D. No running backs, no quarterbacks, and a beatdown, and I mean beatdown and worn-out defense. Line is an absolute joke. Maybe the Joker's happy about it for the Batman movies, too. Ravens minus 11, bet it and bank it. Maybe you could bet it in Canadian money. Good value these days. Believe in it. Play on the Ravens. Lions, Cowboys. All right, it's very tough for you to go against my Honolulu Blue and Silver Lion Wizards. As you know, I'm a huge fan of them here on the Betting Edge. But the Cowboys are the player minus 6.5. 70% of the betting public already on this game as well. A lot of big numbers with betting public. Huge favorites in some of these games throughout the NFL week 11. They saw the same thing I did, though, last week. The sleeping giant is reawoken in Big D. I told you, at the right prices, the Cowboys are going to be a bet-on team the rest of the year. They got a ton of talent. They played awful until Wade Phillips was gotten fired. And then 1 week, Jason Garrett, who's fighting for that head coaching job, just stuns the Giants in New York. This team's definitely got the makings to go on a run. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they can definitely win a lot of the rest of the remaining games. And this is a big spot for them, too. Garrett's hungry for those wins and hungry for that head coaching job. He has the team motivated and looking very tough. By far, playing their best game of the season last week in that win over the New York Giants on the road. Here's a quote this week from mysanantonio.com. Great family website, I must say, by the way. Football is hard. Sometimes it's easy to think, I'm not going to run this last wind sprint. I'm not going to finish this drill. It's our job as coaches to make sure players get pushed through those things. This is what the Cowboys needed all year long. A little tough love, and it sure is working, and the results are on the field. Even though it's been 1 week, you can tell that was a different team that beat the Giants in New York, or New Jersey, if you will. And then the Lions road record. 0-25 on the road for the Lions. They lose to both good and bad teams. Plus, don't forget the fact that Kitna and Williams, former Lions, facing their old team for the first time since they left the Motor City. Players always, like the Buffalo Bills, circle the wagons. Players always want to exact a little revenge on their old teams. First home game for Jason Garrett in that huge palatial palace, the multi-billion-dollar one in the Lone Star State. The crowd will be fired up. Players will be stepping up and performing for their no-nonsense coach. Cowboys, minus 6.5. Bank it. Believe in it. Dreams alive. Niners, Bucks. player, Niners minus the 3, minus 125. We're going to buy the half point. But keep in mind, 75% of all the betting money is bet on the Bucs, so you may see a better price on this game. Let the bookies keep taking the Bucs action, and they'll be forced to drop the game down a little bit. That's always what happens when these games are being played strong on one side. It's not coming off that 3 count, but you might be able to lay the 3 minus 115 or even 3 minus the 110. Reasons. 49ers have looked much, much better over their last 2 wins. This team was falling in an undeniable spiral early in the year. We thought Mike Singletary might lose his job. They looked a lot better over the last couple wins. This is what handicappers do. We look for teams which have that value, and the 49ers are definitely one of those teams. Troy Stephen Willie Beeman Smith last week was 17-28 for 356 yards and a TD. That is tot monster filthy. This is what the 49ers have needed all year long, and it's so amazing that it's not Alex Smith, but it's Troy Smith who takes over and gives the 49ers that spark. Playoffs, definitely within the grasp for the Niners. Tampa Bay at 6-3 might be a little complacent versus the hungry, rejuvenated San Francisco 49ers. Here's an inspin.com great inside juicy betting trend. The 49ers are 10-3. That is 77% against the spread versus a team with a winning record. When you have a good ATS against a team with a winning record, you know that you got a very good value there. They play the good teams tough, and they will again this week. Expect a very aggressive, playoff-hungry 49ers team to play lights out this week in the Bay. 49ers minus 3, minus 125 in the buy. Bet it, big shock it, believe in the dream. Well, that's going to do it for the show for today, and here are the 4 virtues to being a betting edge wizard. You know it's what you want to be. Number 1, subscribe. Be an insider, not an outsider. Click that button. It's right there, and get all my 3 for free picks all NFL season long. You know their goal. Number 2, share. Don't be greedy. There's plenty of money out there to be made for everybody. Also, good karma as well. Share it with your friends, your aunts, your uncles, your third cousin Jebediah, even your ex-stepsister. You know, the one you didn't want anyone to know you hooked up with. 3, rate. You better click like this video. Don't even think about clicking thumbs down. If you don't click like, I might send Paulie Walnuts after you, or worse, make you listen to a Justin Bieber album for 24 straight hours. And number 4, comment. Yes, you gotta love the comment field. Go ahead, post your comments, good or bad, doesn't matter. I love the feedback. I got the thick skin. Make some good comments, though. I might send you a free Ryan Leaf autographed Nerf football. Come on, you gotta love that. Some bad comments, you might be the next douchebag of the day. Until next time, I'm Dan the Man. This has been The Betting Edge. Believe in the dream.